Hello my friends and welcome back to another episode of Every Shortcut Counts. Today we want to learn a very important shortcut that creates us functions and variables out of statements. So let's go into it. Alright, so this is our program from the last time, and as you see we have our main Dart that runs our code. And inside of that main.dart, we just want to make a for loop and we want to count from 1 to 100. So for that, we create a for loop that we all know. So we call it integer with an I that we set to 0. And as long as I is lower than 100, we add 1 additionally for every time we go through the loop. And then we want to print just the number I. And let's do it a bit more sophisticated. We make a string where we write something like, this is number and #1. So now the problem is with that our main function gets slowly a bit cluttered. And wait, I make my picture a bit smaller so you have more to see. Way better. So we have now this part and we want to have a function out of it. So first we can make here a right click on it. And if you take a look into, we have here the function of refactor. And in refactor, we have the possibility of extract. And there you can see something like variables, constants, and methods. And this is what we are interested in. And as you see, there's, And as you see, there's also the, there's also the shortcut for it. And this is Option Command M. So if I jump here inside and I press now Option Command M together, you see we can extract a method. And here we give the method name, count to 100. And press on refactor. And as you see, we created a function out of it with no parameters and we gave all that stuff inside. And this is pretty neat. And what I also can do is I can inline that again. So if I want to have that function out, I can also press Command Option N, North Pole, and then we see inline method. Inline all references and remove the method. And I press refactor, and you see we have now it back again. And what we also can do is creating variables out of it. So I mark for that the inside of that for loop, and I press Option Command and V. And if I press that, you immediately see that we created a variable that we can call, for example, output string. And you see, it immediately creates that inside here. And what would happen if we have that output string here? And we would say just, this is the number. And here we would add the I. So, and now, this is not, because we have to make here a toString. So, and what happens if I just want to extract this as a method? So if this is the case and we need a parameter for that, for example, output string, so we create automatically, if you see here, the preview, we see automatically it returns void, and we have to give a string inside that we call output string because it is necessary to work here inside. So IntelliJ automatically understands that we have to extract that method with a parameter called output string that is a string. Amazing. So let's count to 100 and say, and instead of pressing always refactor, you can also press Option and R. Alright guys, so with that you have now the possibility to create very quickly variables, you have a possibility to create very quickly extract methods out of it, you have parameters, you will see you also have the support of return parameters, so if the code behind needs whatever is inside happening of this function, you will also get the return parameter. All of that stuff happens with IntelliJ. So test it out in your next project. It will improve your speed again. So go for it. And don't forget, on the right side, you have the subscribe button. Please press it. I need your support. On the top of me, you find 2 videos that you are interested in. And if you really like that video, press the like button. I would be pleased. So enjoy the rest of your week and we see us next week. See ya!